and it says you're live. The blue button worked today. Amazing. I pushed it and I'm like, am I gonna have to like redo this shit again? But it worked today. Welcome. I got a great show lined up. It's gonna be a good one. Okay, I love it. Um, I've got a lot of choices. Because I got enough material for my show tomorrow in the morning and for tonight. Tomorrow morning will be at same time, 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30. And then tonight's show is obviously at 6 p.m. So my shows are about 12 hours apart. Let's see who was the first person besides me here today. Danny Boy. Danny Boy. Crypto McDuck. Then the She-Hulk shows up. And Mr. XRP fan. Sea Dog. Hulk, if you ever get bored, next time you have free time on the show, could you talk about unstoppable domains? You know, I signed up with them. I've got a few domains out there already. I haven't noticed any traction. Like from 3 years ago until now, like I haven't really noticed any big thing. Like the whole crypto space has just been kind of flat. So I'd have to go study unstoppable domains again. Like, yeah. So I'm not too enthused about what they are. I'm not putting them down. I'm not personally enthused. Like I'd have to see something exciting for me to report on it. Uh, I don't know. Fox Body Blue. So today is 60,000 XRP enough? Yes. Hey Hulk, looking for another great show. Members since November, and that's important. ROM cap. Right now, I'm not having as many strict members only shows because this platform seems to try to bust down members where they're not notified and these kinds of things, the shows they can't find. So that's why we're pursuing a lawsuit. So if you're watching for free, you're lucky. But when I decide to announce the lawsuit's going to like start today, I'm not accepting any new people to be in the lawsuit after. So once I announce it, if you're not a member for at least 2 months, you're not getting in to share the lawsuit. So I know how the game is played with some people. They're going to go, I don't want to be a member. I don't want to be a member. And all of a sudden I announce a lawsuit and we're going to split all the money. Then all of a sudden they want to be a member. That's a fake person. So I'm not going to allow anybody unless they've been a member for at least 2 months to join in on splitting up that, because I'm going to announce it first. Okay, today I got the lawyer. Da, 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 da. If you're not a member for the past 2 months before I announce it, whatever that might be, maybe it's next week, next month, who knows? You better hustle and become, because I'm not having like somebody who's a fake, and then because it messes with our court trial. If you want to be a member now. If you don't want to, great. You can still watch some free shows, but once YouTube fixes my algorithm thing, I'm going back to members only shows, like for half of them. But for right now, just for the short period of time, um, that's what we'll do. Now, if I can get enough members built up, then I'll start doing more members only shows if I can, as long as White T's not messing with this. All right. So that's the deal with that. Let's get on with the show. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor either. You got Michael Gilbert. Welcome to the members video live stream. Don't do anything I recommend. Okay. Financially, I don't know anything what I'm doing. I'm a total liar on this channel. All I have is scammy stuff for you to get into and buy. All right. All right. We're going to start off with a little country that you've all heard of, Italy. And let me find the article for that. Give me a minute. I got some good stuff today, man. Ooh-wee. Just really here we go. Okay, so there's two articles on Italy. The first one we'll go over here. Now, I'm showing you global. You've got to think globally. Forget about whatever country you're in. I want you to just think global crypto adoption. So the Italian, here's the article. I got to send it to you. Copy. and paste. All right, there's that. XRP fan. Hi, Hulk. Been watching the channel for over 3 years. My gosh. I wanted to say I thank you for all your hard work you have done. Thank you for that. You know, it is. It's tough. I'm trying to have a fun and exciting show that I wanted you to see direct correlations to the cryptos that I'm talking about with either XRP, XLM, ecstasy. I want you to know beyond a shadow of doubt. I don't care what the court hearing says. I don't care what the Supreme Court says. I really don't. I'm in this to make millions of dollars and hundreds of millions, and no one's going to stand in my fucking way and try to say, oh, you can't have that. But no, I'm going to take whatever I fucking want, and I'm walking away with it, whether they like it or not. That's my mentality. If you want to play the thing where, oh, I'm going to sell it for $5 a piece, I guess. I don't like the felony charge. They can go get the felony charge and shove it up their ass because I'm not selling a fucking thing. All right? That's how I roll. So, Eli Haas, thank you very much for your donation. Appreciate that. Now, back to Italy. Here's your first Italian article. Italian Banking Association says this: Basel crypto rules put banks at a disadvantage. What is this article about, Crypto Hulk? It's showing here Group 1A, Group 1B, Group 2. This is how Basel is going to organize all the cryptos for banks, because banks will sell these, okay? That's why Basel. What Basel does, Basel's a commission. Basel's main function is to make global banking regulations, specifically in the risk department, and then even now, right, more and more specifically into if a bank is going to sell a crypto, it has to back each crypto with an equal amount of money. So that way, if the customer comes in and wants, but here's the problem with all this. If they sell, here's where the train wreck happens. I don't know how they're going to fix this. Let's say the bank sells 1 million ABC crypto, whatever it is, okay? And they sell it for $1 a piece. Got it? So what the bank has to do, according to Basel, is put $1 for each ABC crypto they sell in the bank for a rainy day, right? But here's the problem. I don't think Basel's figured this shit out. The problem is when the crypto that they sold it for $1, so now the bank's holding $1. That crypto goes to $1,000. That person comes back to the bank and says, now I want my $1,000. The bank ain't gonna have it. You see what I mean? So I don't know who the fuck is working at Basel, but you can't back these kinds of things now unless it's a stable coin type of a Ripple, XRP, XLM. They're gonna have a set price, and maybe it's at $1,000. Then the bank will have to put up 1,000. But how do you know with these other cryptos? What if it's 50 cents one day and $10,000 the next day? Like, holy shit, Batman, what are we gonna do? So that's my issue with Basel. So let me just read like the first paragraph, and we'll kind of move on after that. Now, Group 1A is compliant, tokenized, traditional assets. So that's cryptos that are backed by gold, land, whatever, okay? And they're easily sold. Like, you can easily get your money. They're tokenized assets that you can immediately get cash from. Okay. It's not like, well, you got to go sell the property and that'll take 30 days. No, Group 1A is wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You walk into a bank, I want to sell 100,000 XRP, and they got to give you 10 grand a piece. That's how this is. Group 1B are cryptos that are compliant with the laws and stuff, but there's no more backing or anything. And Group 2 is all the other dumb shit that nobody wants, okay? Now, during an event today, Giovanni Sabatini, the director general of the Italian Banking Association, this is going to be huge. This is going to be huge here in a second, called for a level playing field regarding crypto asset regulation. He was talking about you have to have a 1,250% risk. Here's why he's mad. I'll just sum it up because I'm not going to read it. He's mad because fintech companies are out there now having exchanges and buying and selling crypto. They don't have anything in reserve. So the banking guy, Giovanni Sabatini, Give me a martini, and some pizza. But he says this: why do we as banks going to do the same thing the private exchanges are going to do with the fintech companies? We're going to get crypto like they get it, and then we're going to sell it, but we got to have it all backed. But then they don't, and they can make all the money, and we can't. So that's all the Italian dude's saying. I totally agree with them. What and also I'm showing you this article because this will be the trend. All these exchanges that these scammy people that you listen to and I used to listen to, um, they want you to put your stuff on exchange and they'll give you entry points and exit points. That's so fucking stupid. Okay. They probably get so fucking high before they make a show. You're going to have to go to a bank. Already, here we go. I told you this 3 years ago. There used to be 100 exchanges. In the end, there's going to be 10. Okay. It's going to be JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, on and on. The same people in charge now at the banks. If you're a crypto exchange, you're going to have like bank-like security. You're going to have to be a bank because that's where this is going. They're shutting it all down. I've been telling you for 3 fucking years. Not these other shows. These other YouTube channels are trying to punk you so you pay them money so they tell you your entry and exit points. That's so fucking stupid. You watch, you won't have an exchange to go to. It'll be at the bank. And all they're going to let you get, I'm just letting you know again, you see where it says group 2? That's going to be all the shit coins. Like I've been calling Bitcoin and Ethereum shit for 3 years. Nobody else has, but I have consistently. 3 years ago, I used the analogy of a pile of horse shit with chocolate pudding. That's Bitcoin and Ethereum. When it was $80,000, I was saying that, and I'll say it now, even if it goes to $500,000, because one day no one's going to use that shit. Just like the United States Post Office. I mean, who goes there? Sometimes. So that's what you'll get group 2. Now, people that want to go to their bank and get group 1, you're going to have to be institutional investors. More than likely institutional, maybe not even. I think group 1B, you could be like an accredited investor. It means you got to be worth $1 million. But the really good stuff, you'll have to be like a bank to buy it. Okay, that's how this is going down. You're not going to be doing all the buying and selling shit like the stupid fucking YT scam people tell you. All right. Let me check some what we got going on here, buddy. Elias Enrique Rodriguez. Sup, Holt? On the record again, no notification. So here we have a paying member who doesn't get notified by YT. That's why we're doing the lawsuit, okay? So people that are watching and stuff, this is happening over and over. These are paid members, so that's fraud. That's why we're going to win this thing, and we're all going to split it. Because shit just like this, you got Stellar Man. Welcome to the members video live stream. Enrique pays money for a product that he doesn't get because YT is robbing him. That's illegal. So when it goes to court and they start looking at all this stuff, oh yeah, people are sending in complaints to YT, Better Business Bureau. No one's doing a fucking thing right now. That's okay because the next person I talk, I'm still trying to get a hold of the news. The next one, they'll be by a district attorney. I don't have to pay for that shit. That's a free one. Okay, the county will look into it, and if it's too big of a case for the county to handle, they remand it over to the California State Attorney General's office. I don't have to pay. We don't have to pay for that shit. That's all free lawyer shit. Okay. I mean, free investigation shit. I'll have a lawyer who will then work kind of together with the state attorney general and so forth. But that's straight up robbery. That's illegal. You can't do that. So that's why I'm confident about the case. So I got hundreds of people saying they pay for this, but they don't get that. That's illegal. And people can also complain to their credit card companies. See, that's another thing I just thought of is you can complain, let's say Visa, say, hey, Visa, I'm paying money every month, and YT is not allowing me to talk. There's a guy that I pay money to ask to sometimes just I want to give him money. The donation box is not there. Sometimes I ask a question and it's not showing up or whatever. I mean, that's to a credit card company, that's illegal. So they would actually force YT to pay you back for all the months you've been a member or whatever. So by not being a member, you don't get access to any of that, okay? At least if you were paying for like a year and you've had these problems for like a whole year, you can go all the way back and get it. I mean, it's $60. I mean, it's not much being a member. But the lawsuit, that's where you're going to make some money, all right? We're going to get something out of this deal. Strops 112, member for 2 months. Thanks for fighting for all of us, buddy. Too bad there aren't more honest people like you on YT. Appreciate you, sir. And then you got Rusty Plunkett. Rusty Plunkett, thank you for that donation there. Appreciate that. Go to the bottom left corner of the screen, click on the drop down. I'll give you all the directions on how to complain because we have a total case here. All right. I got proof every day. There's proof. We have recorded proof right there. This is occurring. That's illegal. Okay. Sammy Diaz, member for 6 months. Only real crypto channel. Then you got Henry Brown. Henry Brown, what the hell's going on today, man? Wouldn't we be accredited investors once the value of XRP and XLM goes up? Yes. At this point, I hope in the next 5 years, something big will happen. They keep changing their minds. Paper wallets for XRP is an option, according to him, not Crypto Hulk. Stephen Morris, thank you for your donation to the channel. Every single bit helps me fight this case. I got to go to my senator and give him at least 2,000 at a minimum to sit down and talk to him and give him a donation, not a bribe. I wouldn't give him 2,000 to 3,000 to bribe him. Oh no, Crypto Hulk follows every law. Then you got Eli Haas. Thank you for your donation. Absolutely. I think regulations are coming in March for CBDCs. Dom Kahlo says, you are a magnet for information, all backed by facts. So let me show you the second Italian article. This is very short. I'm not even going to barely read it. This is just exciting. Not as much as Disneyland, but it will be once you're rich. Because we're not doing this to be fucking poor, I'll tell you that. Couch Fund 2. Get an Uber and come on down. X Particus. Thank you very much for that. So check out this article. Now look at the date of this article. Here's why I'm showing you. Oh, but Crypto Hulk is from 2020. Yeah. Look, this is 2.5 years old. Look at this. Now, in 2020, around 100 Italian banks. I'm starting to feel a flutter here. Flutter wave. Around 100 Italian banks are officially on a blockchain. What the heck? Yep, just about when the C virus started, Italy had 100 banks. Now, let's move forward almost like 2.5 years. That number's not 100. We're probably looking at 300, 400, 500 banks in Italy. Like, we're talking probably all of them, okay? They are on a blockchain. Now, what's even more exciting, now don't get a stiffy, okay? Look at the first paragraph. After the latest edition of 42 banks, about 100 Italian banks are official. So now it's probably like 300, 400, 500 Italian banks operating on the country's banking blockchain network, Spunta. Listen to this. Built on R3 Corda, that's XDC, Crypto Hulk, don't hurt them. I always been telling you to get XRP, XLM, and XDC. XDC is R3. You can probably pick it up for like, what, 2 cents? Get that shit. Well, gee, Crypto Hulk, that kind of surprised me. I thought this was kind of a little bit of a boring, boring trip to Italy here. But all of a sudden, you pulled something out of your ass, and it's R3. The Italian banking blockchain is built on R3. But you know what kind of makes this even more important? And this one will definitely get you a stiffy. Here's the last little article I want to show you. Italy has about, in my opinion now, 400 banks on the R3 platform. And back in the day, Ripple and R3 are partners. Currently, R3 uses Ripple technology, so technically they're still partners, okay? R3 is using XRP and RippleNet technology to get shit done, So all this time I was talking about these Italian banks and other, it's all running on Ripple and R3. Got it? So there. Now that was a little surprise to make you sit through and listen to all that boring Italian junk. But then right at the end, I come in and boom, uppercut, TKO, right? Very encouraging. You should feel very encouraged right now. Like, damn, this dude's just dropping it. Like, I'm gonna stick with payment cryptos because that's all that Crypto Hulk just pops up article after relationship after business partner after business partner. It's the same fucking thing. All the three X cryptos get that shit. Henry Brown, what do you got now there, Henry? I hope in September something big happens. I need this. I know I can't be making these shows like this, dude, and doing the research. I got no fucking social life anymore. Man, I think I might have to get a dog because then at least a dog can sit here next to me. I can pet it every now and then. J316 is stiff. We don't need any pictures. Don't send any links, please. This might be a family show. Let me see another articulo by choose. Okay, let's do this one. Copy and do a paste. I'm doing a paste job over here, everybody. I'm doing a paste job over here, everybody. Now, here's what we got. We just talked about a little country, little tiny Italy. 3, 4, 500 banks. They have their own blockchain built on R3, XDC, which is a Ripple partner. Come on in. Now, here's the next title of this article. Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. So this is in Israel to allow brokers to provide crypto services to clients. Are you hearing this? Here's where it all starts, everybody, with these little countries. This is how it is. Crypto is coming into Wall Street eventually. I want to show you, what I'm showing you is a beginning trend. The trend is shut down all the crypto exchanges, have the banks buy them out, and put crypto in the hands of Wall Street and the banks. And you and me are stuck now with the same fucking criminals to buy it from that we are right now. See how all this works? It's beautifully worked out by them. Create all the laws. These are going to be global rules that there can't be any kind of private exchange. All this shit's gone. The private exchanges will then have to operate just like a bank, which means they're going to have to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to update and do all this stuff. And that's going to be too much money. So they're going to go bankrupt. The government's going to legally kind of push them out and bankrupt them. Then they're just going to sell to the same people that are fucking us over now. Here's the example of that right here. Tel Aviv Stock Exchange is going to allow brokers to provide crypto services to clients. I will get into this article a little bit here. I'm not reading the whole thing. Today, the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange announced a consultation, meaning they're telling us in advance, for new rules. They're going to have new crypto rules to allow non-bank people, such as brokers, to provide cryptocurrency to clients, okay? The move is in response to a request from the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange brokers. So the brokers are like, hey, let's all get together, force the government to allow us to sell crypto because they want this bad, you guys. You can see how it's coming. All these little countries, they're showing us how it's going to go down in America. I'm calling it right now, okay? Our goal, one of the goals is to encourage the Israel public. Okay, here's what they're going to get people away from exchanges. Gary Gensler is doing all this right now in front of our eyes. We're watching the transformation of the end of the free Wild West crypto where you can get cheap stuff. See, you and me can buy this shit now for so cheap, like XRP for 40 cents. I told you how they're going to do this. You're going to have 100 exchanges. And right now you can buy all the crypto shit you want. Pretty much, you don't have to be a millionaire. You can buy $500 worth, whatever. They're going to shut it all down, try to take all your crypto by calling them securities or whatever, then sell them back to you, not for 38 cents, which you paid for, but they're going to sell them back to you for $1,000 a piece because now crypto's good. Okay, it used to be bad, but now that we own it, it's good. That's how I've been calling this shit for 3 years. You watch. Everything I say on this fucking show is coming true day by day. Now, brokers would not provide crypto services directly. So let's think of JP Morgan's a bank. Think of like a BlackRock. They're like a broker or something like, right? So let's say BlackRock would not provide cryptocurrency services directly, but instead work only with licensed crypto dealers, custodians for buying, selling, and custody of crypto. Okay. Here's how they're going to roll this out. Only Bitcoin and Ethereum would be supported at first. I already told you, they're going to let you buy all the dumb shit. Okay. That's what you don't want. What you want is what we talk about on this channel, reality. Okay. So here's just a quick little snapshot of how the whole world's going to go. I'm showing you right now. Let me check some comments here. Dog poop coins. Got that right. Stephen Morris. Got Carl Ross. Shout out to my brother in Arizona. Says Kennedy. Just like another day on Wall Street, says Michael Gruner. Sinbad 909. Oh, he's a member now. Terry Toole. The majority of the people, say Terry, are going to get wrecked with Bitcoin. There you go. So here's how I would do it if I wanted to just fuck over a lot of people. I would allow them to get into Bitcoin and Ethereum and just because they're dumb and they're going to be buying, they're going to drive that motherfucking price up. You watch, Bitcoin's probably going to hit maybe 100, 200, 300,000. But it's like, what happens with a balloon when you're holding it and you let go? And then what finally does it do? It drops, okay? This is what I'm predicting and calling is going to happen. People are going to FOMO in America. Oh, I can get Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other dumb shit. Litecoin, well, Litecoin's going to be used by Flare, so that's probably not as much dumb shit. But they're going to go get all these dumb shit cryptos, drive the speculation will drive the price so fucking high. What the original whales, which are all the banks, see, the reason Bitcoin went up in the beginning because all the banks got in and drove that price. And then people started buying it and drove it even more. Here's the last hurrah. Here's how it ends, okay? They're going to greenlight. They're going to do just what Israel has. They're going to have you can, if you're an accredited investor, you can get certain ones. And I can even go to, let's say, whatever investment company. I can't think of any, like a Webull or something. I can go as a regular person that doesn't make 200,000 a year. I can go buy different stocks and bonds and shit. But the good shit, I got to be accredited. What they're going to do is throw all the dumb shit at you. You're going to speculate on that, and it's just going to go up and up and up and up. And then when the banks, whenever they decide, rug pull time, so they pull out their trillions, and the price of this Bitcoin Ethereum just drops because it doesn't have a use case. And while you're too busy looking over there, they're over here going, gotcha. And you buy in at Bitcoin at 20 grand, something, then it goes to 40, 60, 80, and you think you're doing great. Oh man, but then it goes to zero one day, and you're like, what the fuck? That's how it's going to go. Because all the big banks are pulling out, dude. They're going to get their last hurrah, the biggest bunch of money they can out of it, and then boom, they're gone. Okay? That's how it works. Yeah, Sinbad took the advice, and it's good. Why not? When you get the lawsuit, they pay you 50, everybody's probably going to get 30 or 50 G's a piece or something. I mean, that's fucking makes no sense. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Sound advice. Please keep your assets private. Yeah, don't be telling people how much you got. It's time for another article. We're at the 30-minute mark. Oh, this one's good. Okay. So here's what happened today on the news. Earlier today, there was some FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. There's some straight up lying going on with an article. And of course, all the people in crypto probably had to play this particular they had to have this article and read it to you because they're trying to get ratings and scare the hell out of you. So think of all the channels that read this article off to you. I want you to think of them because they're dumb shit channels, okay? Here's the article title: Visa and Mastercard are going to stop crypto because of an industry meltdown. Oh, God, yes. So think of all the people you listened to today that were reporting the story, trying to just get all those viewers and member ratings and stuff. Haha, fucking dumbasses. So today, Reuters, which is a news service, said that United States payment giants Visa and Mastercard are going to slam the brakes on the plans to forge new partnerships with crypto after a string of high-profile crypto collapses and shook faith in the. So it's all this scary shit, and we're all going to hell and stuff, right? Yeah. So all the channels, I'm sure, were just having that, trying to sensationalize it all. Oh, check this out, everybody. Visa, Mastercard going to shut down. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, come on, Dorothy, we got to go. Fucking dummies. So Crypto Hulk has to come back with the truth because other channels are just about hype. So here's the truth here. Let the adults show you what the truth is so you can invest properly. There's the article you should have read if you're on the Crypto Hulk channel. Visa executive says he's not going to stop the crypto push. Oh, whoops. Looks like all those crypto channels fucked up. Okay. Earlier today, Reuters published a report saying that Visa and MasterCard are putting on the brakes on new partnerships with crypto firms. Visa's crypto chief, Guy Sheffield, branded the news as inaccurate, meaning it's a lie. So all your YouTube people that you watch that reported that story are lying to you. Says here, we continue to partner with crypto companies and to improve fiat on and off ramps. Says, now Visa is a Ripple partner, by the way. As well as why see, look, if you're in the crypto space reporting on crypto, right? Okay, I'm trying to get this because these stupid fucking YT people that make shows. Visa is so in deep with XRP and XLM and these crypto stuff. They're not going anywhere. Why the fuck would you? Why would you read a story off to people like that? That makes no fucking sense. They're running their whole system. The future when they flip the switch, Visa, Mastercard, it's gonna be all crypto. Why the fuck? See, so that's why I have one of the best channels because I don't do hype shit like these other stupid assholes on YT. Says here, we continue to partner with crypto companies to improve fiat on and off ramps, as well as progress on our product roadmap and build new products, meaning crypto, that can facilitate stablecoin payments in a secure, compliant, and convenient way. They're not going anywhere with crypto. So all those fucking dummies on YT that are trying to hype y'all up, scare you, they're just doing that for ratings, okay? It's fucking ridiculous, the dumb shit fucking prostitutes on YT. So anyhow, I just wanted to read that off. And let me check these comments here. Binance is richer than any bank in America. Daniel Conway, and that's why Crypto Hulk is the best news channel, killing the FUD and the BS. You got that right there, buddy. Where's another article? Oh, this is a good one. This might be the last one because I have some good stuff lined up for tomorrow, but I'm cutting into it. That means after the show, I got to find some news for tomorrow to make sure I got enough. So let's just have a little more fun here, and then this will probably. Well, we'll see. It might be the last one. It might not be. Then I'll just after the show, I'll try to find some more news. But because I already looked today for news, there's only so much news. I can't find it all, and then I can't create news or whatever. You're gonna love this last one. It's about Canada. Copy, and then paste. Yeah, I'm still here. at my condo, is where I live. My friend says there's 3 feet of snow today or something like that. So he's gonna have to get a shovel, dig his car all around his car and underneath his car out. He has to go down a driveway that's probably 300 feet, and he's got to dig a 8 foot patch of 3 feet deep. He doesn't have a snow blower, so he's going to probably be out there for 4 hours shoveling snow just to get his car out onto the street. And hopefully, as he's driving somewhere, he doesn't get stuck. So I'm not probably going to go back to where I live. I'll probably be up here. I mean, down where I'm at. I've already been. This will be like my 4th night. It's probably going to be at least 2 more nights. There'll be 6 days I'll spend down here. Oh, and my friend, not that one, but my other friend lives up there. His power went out, so now he's fucking freezing. I'm not dealing with that shit. I dealt with some snow a couple years ago. Fuck it. I'm not dealing with that. And it's snowing so fucking much up there. The kids aren't going to school, so they're happy. One of my friends sent a picture of their kids. A lot of times these kids don't smile, but in these pictures they're like, they haven't had to go to school. They're probably not going for the whole week. They're fucking loving it. Staying at home, wearing their pajamas all day, eating junk food, playing video games. They're fucking, that's the life, man. When you're like, what, in 3rd grade and shit? Like, wow. Where am I at? Hold on. So I sent you the Canada one. Okay, let me start here. Bank of Canada explores types of offline CBDCs. Listen to this. They're exploring them. Bank of Canada, that we know is a Ripple partner, along with the Bank of Australia. Bank of Canada explores types of offline CBDCs. That's a load of shit. Here we go. I'm going to expose it. The Bank of Canada published a research note. Oh, I'm sure they did, on using central bank digital currency for offline payments. These sorts of payments resemble physical notes and coins more closely than digital currency. Various scenarios led to the need for an offline CBD. So they figured out, maybe you lose electricity or you lose the internet. So they had to figure out about offline CBDCs. It could be a temporary lack of internet access, such as during a flight or because of a telecoms outage. The use case is referred to as intermittent offline CBDC. Oh, we just learned something new today. Alternatively, there could be a longer-term need. Oh, really? A longer-term need to make payments without the internet. Now we're getting very interesting here, isn't this? Which needs an extended offline CBDC. That might apply in a remote area, like some of these islands around the world. See, what we're doing here is we're trying to get everybody banked. You see what's going on? And they have this special technology they're exploring, right? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna drop all the bombs here in a minute, but I'm just trying to scare some of you guys. So if you live in a remote area, like one of these countries, and maybe you lose some internet, I went to the Philippines for 6 weeks. It was very common 4 or 5 times a week to have a power outage, sometimes last about 2 hours. Okay. So that's why we haven't mooned yet. I'm trying to give you real world examples to teach you, not all this hype moon boy shit. Okay. I went to the Philippines. It was about 4 years ago. Stayed there for 6 weeks. And in every city that I visited, they had power outages each day. Okay. That's what we're talking about. The need for an offline CBDC. That's why they're testing this, because you don't always have electricity or whatever the fuck it might be. So in order for you to link up the Philippines, I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but I'm not getting into their power thing. But why the fuck every day is the damn power got to go off, right? So that's the problem with banking. You have to make sure you can continue to bank even if you lose the internet for an hour or two, all right? So, in contrast, an extended offline CBDC relies on hardware devices for the security of payments rather than the internet, all right? That means that even if the currency is received offline, it can be respent. This sort of CBDC might use hardware security in smartphones or special purpose devices. Now, I wonder what that is. See, they've got this thing already figured out. but a lot of people can't read between the lines. I can. So they're going to have something called a special purpose device. Probably Elon Musk or David Schwartz or something invented some shit like this. Oh, maybe Ripple's done something like this. That leads us into the next article. Let's go take a look here, everybody. First, let's take a look at Canada and Australia. Let's take a look and see if we can maybe find something. Possibly Crypto Hulk can teach us something here. Something fun. We like fun things. Okay, let's look. Right chair. Top Australian and Canadian banks tap Ripple's payment solution for cross-border payments. This article is about a year old. So now we know Australia and Canada are all about Ripple, okay? And this article I'm reading you today is coming out of Canada. We look here, the National Bank of Australia and the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce have signed a partnership deal with Ripple. There you have it. Lastly, we're talking about offline payments used in different countries or an emergency where you would just have hardware. So phone to phone, if you get your phone close to somebody, you could transfer like between the two and shit. You won't have to go through the internet to their phone. You could just shoot it to them like a Bluetooth wave or something like that. So I wonder how this relates to Ripple, Crypto Hulk. Well, according to the article, XRP ledger payments can work offline with proof of payments protocol. Well, ain't that something? Ripple's got it figured out. Hey, what do we got here? So, offline payments on a ledger. During a keynote speaker, Apex Developer Summit, Ripple Labs showcased a demonstration of XPOP, the proof of payments protocol that enables the blockchain XRP ledger to make transactions without an internet connection. Any device that integrates XPOP protocol will have a QR code to make payments with assets on the XRP ledger instantly without both parties being online. The developers hope that this protocol will diversify the way the ledger is used. Okay, so what we got going on here is you live in the Sahara Desert in Africa or whatever. You got your phone when I'm being some of these people use camels. So you were in a big city, you hopped on a camel, you don't have an internet connection, your phone's charged, you're using Ripple's offline technology with QR scan codes. You get to where you want to go, you're sitting on your camel and it gets pissed because it's thirsty. You don't have any money, you don't have an internet connection, but you're like, aha, whatever I need, Ripple will provide when I need it. So you use your Ripple, whatever it is, technology. You go to the dude who has the well and he wants to sell you a bucket of water. So you walk over there, you pay offline because you're using Ripple technology. Your camel drinks, the camel's happy, you continue on your journey. Okay. That's what the purpose of this. Now, when you get to where you're going and you're near a bigger city, your internet connection kicks in and then it records all the transactions. It sends a message to whoever it goes to the validators, to the nodes on the XRP ledger, and they process it right when you get an internet connection. How do you like me now? Okay. So I thought that was kind of neat. This XRP guy, thanks for all the fake news, Hulk. Ready to get wrecked. Well, that's the purpose of my channel, is get you so financially destroyed. You just have to jump off a 50-story building, I guess. Okay, let me see here. I got some. XRP was invented for camel riders. Hopped on the camel, laughed my. Hey, that's what it's designed. I'm giving you a real world. Not everybody has cars. These people in the desert, some are riding donkeys, horses. In the Philippines, they have these little, I forgot the name, tricycles they're called. They have like a little 150cc motor that's not even powerful. and you're breathing all the exhaust fumes. Your butt's literally 4 inches off the ground, and there's all kinds of puddles, and sometimes there's sewage puddles. So if the dude runs through a puddle, you're getting squirted and you got piss all over you and probably shit. All right. People get around in different ways. In the Philippines, like I said, if you lose power, so that's what this is. You can't have crypto for the whole world. But what if somebody loses power? Like these in these other countries don't even have power. Like they got a little. I was in these houses, in some people's houses in the Philippines. There's no fucking electricity in the house. It's like you got to go to a restaurant to charge your phone in, or go to a friend's house to charge it in. It's really tough. So the reason I read that article is to show you the importance of offline payments. You can't have a global banking system when people don't have an internet for an hour or 4 hours a day, like I experienced in the Philippines. I haven't traveled all around the world. I know enough in the Philippines. When that power goes off, you better have an offline way to buy shit, and that's what Ripple provided. I show every single fucking connection on this show. You're in the right place and you're definitely on the right channel. All right. Let's see. It's true. Everyone has a smartphone, but not cars. Or if there's an issue with the internet, XRP, XOPOP, because we're ready. Oliver one. More likely, Elon will come out with the Q phone ready to have crypto on it. There is an blank company, but I forgot the name. Columbia bathrooms are 45 cents and no paper. Just saying. Oh, another thing I noticed in the Philippines, you walk into a bathroom, sometimes the toilet's all the way down on the floor. It's just like little hole or something. And then that's just sometimes, not all the times. But then if you do find a toilet, there's no toilet seat covers. Uh, Finding toilet paper is almost non-existent. So you got to bring your own and shit. I mean, just these are things I just don't understand. But I will say what the people that were poor, they were so fucking poor in this town that I went to, but they were respectful, very respectful. I couldn't believe, like in America, you go to a poor neighborhood, you're in the hood, right? These motherfuckers will kill you, steal you, rob shit from you, whatever. Don't matter. Take your shoes and blow your head off and shit, right? Rape you and all that. I went to the Philippines, and even though these people were so fucking poor, they were like the nicest people I've seen. Like I could live in that village. I'm not gonna live in the village. I could live in that village, and I don't think anybody would. Well, I'm kind of bigger, but still, 10 Filipino guys can jump my ass. Probably five of them, three of them, if they know what they're doing. But what I'm saying though is, I'm not gonna walk through a Sacramento, California state capital hood. They're gonna fucking knife me and kill me. In the Philippines, I didn't feel threatened at all the whole time I was in the Philippines. Poor people walking by me all the time. This, not, no threat. But in America, it's like, fuck, dude. You need like bodyguards and shit. Tiny Dog says we're the friendliest people. Oh, Tiny Dog's half Filipino. So I went to Mariveles, Bataan, and they were just so nice, man. Couldn't believe it. They're like smiling all the time, friendly to each other, helping each other. Man, in Americans' hood, they're killing each other. It's like, because at first I noticed, well, wait a second, this little town is so fucking. There's no taxis. Like I said, you hop on this tricycle fucking thing, and it's like a little cart that's on the floor, and you got this motor. The guy who's driving this motorcycle type, it's so weak. You can't even go up a hill that's like this steep because these motorbikes are only like 150 cc's. So, but it's just anyhow, they're so poor, but they're very friendly to each other. They're like saying, "Hey, taxi guys are talking to each other, and yeah, they compete, and they probably only make a quarter or 50 cents a ride or something or whatever." But I just noticed how they get along. There's almost no traffic laws there, and almost no cops, and there's no crashes. Unfucking believable. Sometimes when the guy was driving, like, we rented a van, I had to cover my eyes because the way the Filipinos are driving, they're like all over the place on the road. Nobody fucking crashes, and I'm just like, these got to be some of the best fucking drivers in the world. I said I would not drive. I cannot drive in the Philippines. There's no fucking way. There's no. The cop goes to lunch. There's this intersection near the Mall of America. So if you're familiar with the Philippines, you're near Manila, where I was. The Mall of America is there. I want to say maybe 10 to 20 blocks away. We're getting close to the Mall of America. There's a cop who directs traffic. He goes and takes a lunch break. Nobody replaces him. And then he comes back. So I asked my friend, "Hey, why is that cop leaving and stuff?" He's like, "Oh, it's 12 o'clock. It's lunchtime." Oh, okay, that's a great excuse to just have no traffic controls at a major intersection. Oh, that's just fucking brilliant. So, yes. So, clink is in the city like Manila and Cebu is another thing, sir. Yeah, I know. I went to Manila and I went to the Marivelis. Two totally different ways of living. Yeah, movies are great and cheaper than drugs. They have wooden motorcycles, not the ones that I saw. Probably in your area. But let's see. Less they have, nicer the people are. Less they have, the nicer the people are. Same in Central and South America. Thanks for everything, Hulk. Yeah. Salamat po. That's something like hello, and then po is like the term you say when you're trying to be polite. But okay, that'll do it for today. But at one point will they lock us out? Not a zip. At what point will they lock us out of the X coins? When they get close, when as the world becomes more and more crypto ready, okay? As people start waking up all around the world saying, wait a second, I think I need to get this. So what they try to do is downplay stuff, scare you, and all these things in the beginning. They're doing it now. They're scaring you. They're shutting down exchanges. Countries, SECs are revoking licenses or not allowed. It's all starting now. I don't have a date because remember they start. Sometimes the Indonesian crypto exchange was supposed to open 2 years ago. So I can't give you when it's going to happen. You have to look for the telltale signs. Okay, I'm telling you now when it's going to happen. I don't know exactly when. So when you start seeing crypto, I mean, we're seeing it now. Gary Gensler just shutting them all down. Boom, boom. This exchange gone. This exchange gone. Scary news coming out, right? Department of Justice sues this company for selling illegal security. All this kind of crazy shit. There's your sign. That's when you know it's drawing to an end. I can't tell you if it's a month or 3 months. It's as fast. Hey, they could start dropping major lawsuits next week, right? I can't tell you. Oh, it's going to be March when they, or no, it's going to be like June when they do this. No, you can't do that. You have to look at what is going on, and right now, that's what's going on. All the countries around the world, we're discussing like Israel, stock exchange. The little tiny countries around the world are starting to come up. You still have some time, okay, if you live in a bigger country, because when the bigger countries go, those prices go from zero to hero. So right now, I mean, look around. All the little countries, they're getting approvals for crypto exchanges. They're opening them up. They're planning it. What are they doing in the big countries? Scaring the fuck out of you, shutting them down, threatening with lawsuits. You see the opposite? It's totally opposite. So it's fake, okay? How the fuck is all these little countries getting clarity, getting their laws put together? Not quite yet, but they're announcing they're almost done. They're getting their crypto exchanges setting up. They're ready to go. But in America, they're shutting them all down. Does that make any fucking sense? No. That's why you know something's going on that's totally, it's like orchestrated. Okay. I just gave you perfect examples of how these little broke, poor countries have so much crypto clarity. They're getting approval, they're getting licensing all ready to go. They're going to get ready to sell it. But in America, Gary Gensler is running around with a hammer, breaking all the glass houses he can find. Does that shit make any sense? How do these little countries say crypto is going to help us go for the future while America's saying, oh, crypto's bad, break the house, break the house? See what I'm saying? There's a fucking con job going on in the bigger countries right now. They're nervous and they're trying to scare you. That means your time is slowly running out. Well, actually, maybe it's quickly running out, actually. So there's your answer. It's orchestrated, says Sinbad. That's exactly right. Um, Burning the couch will make all the cryptos take off. Thanks for a great show, Hulkster. When do I think regulations will happen? Now, that's just like what I said. Regulations are going to happen for tiny countries first, okay? Then all the big countries, not Europe. Okay, things are going to pop off quick in Europe. But look, it's we're going to get rich last. So first, here's how it's going to go. I'm telling you the future and how this goes. All the little countries are going to get clarity first, okay? Except Europe, Asia, Middle East, and Brazil. They will all get crypto clarities first, and they will blossom and bloom. India is another one who get it first because Ripple has been in India like 8 years. They're fucking ready to go. All you got to do is go back like to 2016, 17. Here's the secret, okay? Because here's what I know. Just go back to 2015, 16, and 17, 18, and find out who Ripple, what countries Ripple is working with. There you go. There's your sign. Those are the countries that are going to go first, okay? And the other besides the Europe, England, I want to say the BRICS nations are going to take off as well first up. Everybody else will be last because we're all ready to go. But our government won't say it. They're just pretending like we don't know. And England today comes out, oh, we're behind in crypto. That's going to be a story for tomorrow morning. But England's faking it right now. Oh, England is seriously behind in crypto. See, that's what England's saying now. We're seriously behind in the CBDC movement. No, you're not. For the past fucking 7 years, Ripple's been there, you fucking cocksucker prime minister guy. This prime minister in England's trying to sell this shit like, yeah, we're seriously deficient in crypto technology. What a fucking liar. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. It's a dog and pony show or whatever you want to call it. But the little countries are going to go first. Then after that, their stock exchanges. I just read to you about Israel, right? So that's how it's going to go again. The little countries, their governments first. The government first gets all blockchained out. Then you get your stock market blockchained out. So the stockbrokers come in, they're selling it, buying and selling. Then in the end, I don't know how exactly it works, but you and me, we get our crypto and it goes up and we can then somehow stake it, off ramp it, whatever it is. But that's how it works. Government's first, big business second, you and me last, which translates little countries like I just gave an example in Indonesia, Israel, and shit. All these little Italy's whole banking system's already blockchained out. See what I'm saying? So it's all these little countries first. Then the little countries' banks get going, then it grows. Their stock markets get in. You know, Ripple was working with Singapore's FX foreign exchange banks, government, the Singapore Monetary Exchange, to get their stock markets and all. So that's where it's going first. We don't have a date and time for that, because they can speed this shit up like tomorrow, okay? So that's what's up. The little countries got to get all going first, and they're not. So we're basically waiting for the little countries, because the big countries, boom, the G20, boom, all ready to go. We could do that shit probably next week. Then these little countries will be left behind. So we have to wait until all the turtles get their shit together. That's what we're waiting for. Alrighty. I think that's it. I'm out of here. Tomorrow, somewhere around 11 and a half hours from now, I'll make another show, and I'll see you then.